was really, especially in the few weeks after delivery. So I would say, oh, I need some time to have a shower. And it's not just about the shower. It's about having like 10 minutes to myself away from the newborn, just to breathe in, breathe out by myself, to rethink. And it's really good for your emotional well-being.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Thrive with the Mommy Days. And if you're new on our channel, my name is Felix.
And I'm Olanike.
And we are very much delighted to have you. Thank you for staying tuned to our channel. And thank you for watching our videos. Also by subscribing and putting on your notification bell, liking and sharing our videos. We are indeed grateful for that. On today's video episode, we'll be talking about 5 things you must do before you go on maternity leave. And just to usher my wife in, because you know she's been on maternity leave twice, when we had Phoebe, our first child, and when we had Joshua.
I think you're pretty amazing.
The first tip to do, or the first thing you must do before you go on maternity leave, is planning.
Yes.
What do you think about it?
Yes, so Felix, like you said, I've been on maternity leave twice now. So planning is really essential. Planning way ahead. Planning involving your work, how to like delegate your tasks, things you've been working on, your workloads to other members of the team, leaving all those documents back at work and not taking them home on your maternity leave. So second thing about planning ahead is household, planning your household, moving furnitures around. I'm sure with the newborn, you need like new drawers, new setup. So getting all that sorted out, and also like meal prepping, planning way ahead. So in my own experience, I had to like get food prepared in bulk in the freezer, so that months, weeks after my delivery, I won't have to be cooking soups and stuff like that.
Actually, we had food for about 3 months.
I think planned, so I think it was after 3 months, and I kept it in the deep freezer, so there won't be issue of opening the fridge up and down and stuff like that, or reducing the quality of the food. So that was really, really helpful for me. So all we needed to do is to just make little food here and there to supplement with it.
So we had food planned, you know, as to, you know, before you went on maternity leave. Now, the second thing you must do before you go on maternity leave, which is very, 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 very important, is sorting out your finances. So financial planning, it's really key. What do you think?
It is key, to be honest, because what is going to happen is that you find out that your income would reduce as a family, and your expenses will increase. It wouldn't even stay the same, because obviously you have new person. Even if you're breastfeeding, be it increase in the food you eat, or increase in buying diapers and stuff like that. So you need that financial, you need to plan financially for it. So in my own experience, planning financially means reducing my direct debit. So I had to put some on my husband's tab. Because obviously I know I wasn't getting paid. Then prior to that, before I went to maternity, another important thing is to get like a list or like a breakdown of what you'll be getting on maternity from my employer. So in my own list, like months before I went on maternity, when I applied for the maternity leave, I asked my employer, could you spread my maternity pay over 9 months? So I had the SMP and the OMP. So the SMP is the statutory maternity pay, and the OMP is occupational maternity pay. So I had that from my employer. So I was like, HR, please give me like a list,
give you a breakdown
of what to expect, so that I can plan on it. Because obviously it was going to be different from my own salary. And I needed to plan ahead. So another thing was I was saving way ahead for that, for putting like little bit in another pot for like emergency if I need it while on maternity leave. So it's really important to save, and I had to like suspend or cancel some of my professional subscriptions also, because I know I wouldn't need it while maternity pay. So one of it was Royal College of Nursing subscription. So with that you can reduce the cost of what you pay while on maternity leave, but you're still keeping the membership, if that makes sense. So I was paying very little for that. So that's another thing about financial plan. And he needed to take up some of my direct debits to make up, because obviously my pay wouldn't even cover my direct debit,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. Yeah.
So financial savviness is really key, planning your finances. And just like you've mentioned as well, it's important that this is done with understanding with your partner.
Yes.
Because, and if you haven't got a partner or you're a single mom, there are other associations out there that can really support you. There are government benefit systems that you can tap into to really, really give you that financial savviness when you are on maternity leave. Now, the third thing you must do before you go on maternity leave is sorting out your self-care. And I cannot overemphasize on this point because it's really, really important to me as a man as well, because I knew the situation that my wife was, especially when we had Phoebe. It was much better when we had Joshua because we had understanding. But before then, being a single mom with Phoebe, we didn't know that you've really got to plan your self-care. Can you tell us more about it?
Yes, so being a first-time mom with Phoebe, planning the self-care was a bit challenging because I didn't know what to expect, if that makes sense. It was kind of roller coaster. But with Joshua, it's like a more organized. Way before I had Joshua, while I was pregnant, I already had an idea of what my self-care routine would be like. I kind of top up on my self-care products. I kind of told my husband, we had a discussion about, okay, having these moments away from the newborn, because newborn, that experience can be overwhelming and challenging.
It's not can be, it is actually overwhelming.
It is overwhelming.
It is very much
overwhelming. And it was
overwhelming.
really, especially in the few weeks after delivery, because I remember when it was a paternity pay, I would say,
paternity leave.
Leave. Yeah, that's right. So I would say, I need some time to have a shower. And it's not just about the shower, it's about having like 10 minutes to myself away from the newborn, just to breathe in, breathe out by myself, to rethink. And it's really good for your emotional well-being and your mental health. It makes you strong and be like a better person when you come out of that 10-minute shower.
It is.
If that makes sense. Yeah, so self-care also be it like just making sure that you're looking after yourself. If you need to put on makeup, wear very nice clothes while you're at home, because obviously when you're maternity leave, you don't go out as much.
You don't,
But then your clothes are just there, collecting dust. So just wear them. Just give it a go. Wear them. Look beautiful for yourself and for your family, just to boost your self-confidence and your morale. Yeah,
self-care is really, really important, because then I remember my wife also prefers certain food. It does happen. I think all of these things has to do with hormones as well. And just like you rightly said, having a new child is really, really an overwhelming moment. It has its own positives, and to be honest, there are times that you feel, oh, what have I done? Those moments happen. It happens to everybody.
It does.
It happened to us, and hence why planning for our self-care is one important thing that you must do before you go on maternity leave. And for partners out there, for men supporting mothers, supporting wives, please be understanding with them. There will be times that, they want to take a nap. They just want to leave the baby somewhere. It's not because they're wicked. They just want to say, oh my God, I'm tired now. I'm stressed out. And they just want that moment to be alone, to just be alone. And we need to understand that those moments would happen and really, really support them. Now, moving on from that, and which is our fourth tip, is about having or identifying a support network when you are on maternity leave. And this is very important, because before you go on maternity leave, you probably not hear people tell you that having a support system is crucial, but it is. What do you think?
Yeah, it is crucial, Felix. So before I went on maternity leave, obviously you need to like plan ahead, like what you're going to be doing, the support that is out there. I remember my midwife, when I was pregnant, she did discuss this with me, saying, okay, would you like to go on support group for expectant mom? And I did go on a couple of that when I was free of work.
I knew you had friends from then. Sorry for cutting you short.
Yes,
you did build some network from there, isn't it?
Yeah, so I have like 2 of my friends that we still communicate up until now. So at that time, we almost had our kid like the same month-ish. So we basically were going through the same thing. And also I have friends. Fortunately, I have friends around too that we have like that we had like children very close, but close together, probably like 1, 2, 3 months apart. So it was really helpful to build that friendship support, and also out of our friendship support, like other people that I met through support groups. So then we have pregnancy support group. Then my midwife also introduced me to this breastfeeding support group. So that was after I gave birth, because as you all know, having a new child, breastfeeding sometimes can be very challenging, and people talk about it, what has worked for them, what they need to do, and just having that platform to talk about it, to share your experience, and knowing that other people are going through almost the same thing is really helpful, because then you don't feel isolated or feel alone in your emotions or your experience. So it was really helpful for me. So I would say if you're pregnant out there, just reach out to your midwife or your health visitor. They are able to point you to the right direction. And if you have friends and family around, you can also have a link together to do that. To these days, we still have like connections with those moms that we go on like rants together, if that makes sense. Go on dates together with our children, just to express what we're going through, what has worked for us, and what we need to be doing to make ourselves better parents.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So having a support network is really, really key. And the last thing you must do before going on maternity leave is understanding when to set boundaries. This is really, 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 really important as well, because we don't often talk about these things, and people go on maternity leave with added pressure from work, from friends, from family, from loved ones, from social engagements here and there. And because they fail to understand that before they go on maternity leave, they need to understand that setting boundaries is really, really important, because it helps your mental health, it helps your emotional well-being, and it also helps your family. So add your point to that.
So setting boundaries. So like you said, from work issues. So you need to let work know, your employer, that they can't just like reach out to you out of the blues while you're on maternity, unless it's an emergency and something is at stake, obviously. And then in addition to like your personal group, so be it family members, you need to let them know between this time I'm not available. Like if you need to, I remember then if I need to take nap, because I wasn't sleeping much, I'll just put my phone on airplane mode. I don't want to be disturbed. I don't want anyone to reach out to me at that time. So if you have like some engagements probably that you do for your family or for your friends, if you know that it will add to the pressure of you getting sorted out when you have your baby, just let them know that they can give you some months. Obviously, these are the things you can still pick up after some months. It's just that the stress of having a child, someone to take care of, and you're getting that postpartum sanity, it can be so much. So just can tell them that I need a few months, few weeks just to get things sorted out by myself, then take up all those tasks or resume those tasks again. So also be it social engagement, like you said, that is very important, because we are very used to using our phone. Probably we have groups that we belong to, things we are doing virtually. So you need to like streamline it, because it might be taking up time that you need to be resting or you need to be looking after your young one. So that stress, if you can set boundaries, streamline it while you're recovering, that would really be great. So these are the things you need to do before you go on maternity leave, so that you don't come off as doing it suddenly that it affects someone else. So you need to like know that you need to set the boundaries, tell them what you can undo and what you would suspend and take up later.
Thank you. Thank you. And if you've enjoyed our video, please don't forget to subscribe, like our video, and please share with your loved ones, and put on your notification bell so you can be notified when we drop new videos. We love you, and thank you for staying tuned to our channel. Till we see you next time. Bye-bye.